Okay, so why question comes that why India broke in 1947? Why India broke? Means there is a science of sinusoidal wave. Okay, so like whatever wave, electromagnetic wave, whatever we see, that is nothing but it's a combination of many sinusoidal waves. Even if I have a square wave, then it is combination of many sinusoidal waves. Okay, so like nothing comes in one go. If you get up and if you see earthquake, for God's sake, you should not never see. But still, if you get up and if you see earthquake, if you get up and if you see tsunami, it doesn't mean that night time or 1 hour back or 2 hour back there was earthquake and tsunami came. So this is my misfortune that earthquake came. So there's nothing that come in one go. Means this is something that should be considered. So everything takes months of time for the preparation. So the wave that is getting formed inside the ocean for the tsunami, it starts months before, and slowly waves get accumulated. It comes to a strength that there will be earthquake. And if once there is an earthquake, then certainly there will be a tsunami. Why India broke? That is the question in 1947. So in 1947, India cannot be broken. So for that wave need to be wave need to be generated years or decades back. Then only slowly it would combine and it would come to a strength when India broke. Why India broke? When I need to achieve something, when something need to happen, if something is happening, consider this as a target. So three things are considered generally. What is your target? Where is your target? Where is your gun? And where are you? Where is your target? Where is your gun? And where are you? My target is 3,000 kilometer away. My missile can hit 2,000 kilometers. My target is 3,000 kilometer away, and my missile can hit. So my target I know 3,000. Where is my gun? Means what is capacity of my gun? What is capacity of the target? 3,000 kilometer away. What is capacity of my gun? Is 2,000. What is my capacity? Capacity. Okay, I am a railway driver and I drive goods train. That is maximum 40, 50, 60 kilometer per hour. And there many stations I stop also. If someone gives me a bullet train that runs at 40, 400 kilometer per hour, 300 kilometer per hour, doesn't mean that I can drive it. Okay, so target is there, gun is there, but where I am. So person who is driving the missile to hit the target, not necessarily that he is in such a condition that he can drive 2000 kilometer missile. So three things are there. Where is your target? Where is your gun? And where are you? Okay. So if you are lower to your gun, if your target is 3000 kilometers and your missile is 10,000 kilometers, okay, then you will be happy that you are going to win the match. But certainly you are not going to win the match when you are much lower to the 3000 kilometers, even though your arm is 10,000 kilometers. So where is your target? Where is your gun? And where are you? So three things comes into the picture. Now when Britishers came to India, okay, certainly in England their condition was much better. Means they had kingship, means they had a queen, so that has completely different hierarchy of kind of I would say not ruling the country, serving the country. Okay, so we respect queen. So there is a queen system in England or Britain, and below the queen, then there is a democratic system. So democratic system actually works, and queen system actually it is observer that it checks that you are working there. So it has full power to throw you out. So that is the kind of architecture in Britain. Still, it is there. Okay, so kingship, and then below kingship, then there is a democratic system. Now, when Britishers came to India, they saw after the kind of rebellion of 1857 that the level of India is very low. Okay, So they tried to bring India at a level in education system or railway or Indian post office or telegraph, many things. Means they thought that it is very low. So then they brought Indian National Congress. Indian National Congress is a completely English name. It has nothing to do with anything with Indian name. So Congress means when you do a meeting, when different kind of group of people they come and sit for a meeting for their beneficial thing, for their benefit. That is the Congress. So like the participants from the representative from the country, if they sit with the government, the British government, and they talk about good and bad, that is the Congress. Okay, or they different sectarians in India, they come together and sit, that is the Congress. So they started floated Indian National Congress. But problem was with Indian National Congress and people, so generally people in Bengal they are considered as, or Kerala, there is one state called Kerala, and there is one state called Bengal. Okay, either it is West Bengal or East Bengal. Bengal is Bengal. These two states are generally called high intellectual states, means their IQ level or brain strength is higher. To anyway, everyone is equal, God has made equal. But as far as their brought up and their environment is concerned, these two states are generally accepted as more intellectual than any other states. Okay, so people from the Calcutta University, so they took graduates from the Calcutta University, considering that they are most intellectual. Okay, and they convened first meeting at Bombay for Indian National Congress, thinking that Indians would come to a level. So now Indian level is this, Britishers level is this, and Congress is this. At least Indians should come to a level what the Britishers thought, that means their living standard and everything should come to a level. Okay. Now, if you see in 1885 convention of Congress, okay, and till 1910, when the I believe last Britisher who was kind of presided over the Allahabad Congress convention, Mr. William Betterburn. William Betterburn, and from 1885, that was kind of originated, constructed, invented by Elan Octavian Hume. So Elan Octavian Hume to 1910 William Wedderburn. So I believe it is 26 meetings. So in 26 meeting, many meetings, the president were Britishers. It's not that and most of them. So three we have talked, A.O. Hume and William Wedderburn, and then we have talked about Henry Cotton. So three, Sir Henry Cotton. So three were civil servant. I believe others were also civil. So the mental status of the civil servant is considered as the most powerful in Britain. So they are the most intellectual people when they compete the civil service. So those people came forward to bring the kind of the mental status, to bring the people's kind of the political scenario one level high. So for that, many kind of civil servants they came forward. Now, if Indian level is this and Congress is at this level, they have to bring from here to here. Whereas Britishers are anyway higher. They have not only have had a democratic system, they had kingship also. There were king, queen, and democratic system would not report to the queen, but they were observers. Still, they are observers. So their power is more. Certainly, their kind of the way equivalent to queen in India is kind of president, where which observes the prime minister and democratic system, but president itself is elected. There it's not. So the mental stability what queen carry, okay, it is tied to religion also. No way president can. No way. Okay. So certainly it will not be that powerful. But still, when people in the India were at this level, then Congress is at this level. Now the British people they have to bring Indian up to this level. So where are you? You are here. Where are your arms? Means through Congress party and meetings and talking with the government, you are going to get back your country. So your arms is here. You are here. Where is your target? India is a big country. Okay, so whatever India is seen now, it is 5 to 6 times, 6 times bigger than this. So people generally call it South Asia. South Asia is a term in United States. South Asia, or nowadays South Asian concept has vanished. It is Indian subcontinent. So Indian subcontinent is very big. The target is very big. And what the arms were in between, and people were very down. This is what. But anyway, Britishers they did not see what is the target. In eye of Britishers, the target was whatever the Britishers were ruling the Indian subcontinent. So that was India for them. So now they are bringing Indians to a level that tomorrow, kind of, if required, then they can have democratic system the way it is in England. Okay, so for that, from 1885, they established Congress. From 1885 to 1910, many British civil servants, they were president of the Congress because people were ramping up. This is a typical terminology, ramping up. So Indians were ramping up to democratic system where at the level where Britishers wanted. But at the end of 90, I believe Lord Curzon or Mr. Curzon, so who was viceroy to India, he tried conquering Tibet also, but he could not do. Tibet internal forces were powerful, and Tibet is a very high altitude, 4,000 meters. Okay, somewhere 5,000 meters. Means I am talking about the plateau, not the Mount Everest. So plateau itself is 5,000 meters. So it is very cold. It is very cold and high altitude. There is no oxygen. At 5,000 meters or 4,000 meters, you cannot breathe so easily. So it was not easy to conquer Tibetans. So they retreated. So Britishers they retreated. Now, whatever the level they were bringing the Indian, so level of the Congress what they saw that Indians can do. So in 15 years, from 1885 to 1899 or 1900, in 15 years, Britishers they started assessing that Indians cannot take care of this big land. Indian strength and strength of the Congress. So strength of the Congress to which Indian would rise. Okay, still whatever the strength they would make when they rise, Britishers were helping many presidents in Congress meetings were Britishers. They were helping Indians to come to that level. But still they felt that Indians are not that strong that even they come to democratic system of Congress, they would not be able to carry it. They tried their best. If you see 1910, William Wedderburn, that was the last, I believe, that any Britishers were president of the Congress. 1911, Britishers shifted their capital from Calcutta to Delhi. I would say New Delhi, where Mr. Lutyens architect was ready with parliament and presidential house and Kingsway and many other premises. So then slowly in the states also they made a kind of assemblies. So everything as far as democratic system or democratic science I would say is required. So they tried their best that India should come to a level where England is there. Okay, so they tried to bring India in a kind of England fashion. But by the end of 1800, they started feeling that even though they make presidential house and then kind of parliament, Kingsway, New Delhi, okay, New Delhi and Congress system would not be that powerful that it can take care of whatever the India they were ruling from Burma to Bangladesh and to Pakistan to Sri Lanka. So this much would not be possible for them. So they have started partitioning so that the Indian National Congress should be able to come up with some stability. So partition was started by Britishers, not for bad thing, for good thing, for good Indian, for beneficial for the whatever the Indian can carry on. So at the end of 1800, Bengal partition started by Mr. Karnal. That now at least these two, in the name of religion, they started doing the partitioning, but that is not true. In the name of religion, country cannot be divided. So in the name of strength, or in bad term, if I say, in the name of incapability of Indians, okay, they were a kind of not that strength. I won't say poor or weak, but somehow at that time they were not like I have a phone, okay, I have an old phone, and I am talking, okay, maximum I can do SMS. That's the technology. I can talk and I can do SMS. But later there was a technology called 2G. When 2G came, then slightly I can browse the internet. But 2G technology has a limitation. Even if I do full swimming in 2G, but I am in limitation of 2G only. Okay. Then 3G came, bigger mobile came, key mobile only. But people could do more browsing. Okay, but all the way different 4G LTE came. There was no comparison of 4G LTE and 3G. Technology is different. When technology is different, then things will be very different. Now it depends that you can be at technology level or not. Where are you? Where is your arm? Arm is 4G LTE. Where are you? If you are much down, then you may not be able to use it at all. How you can drive? What is the need? Where is the target? Target is high. That's why 5G came, 6G came. Okay, target is higher. Still, media and those kind of they cannot run on 4G. So they bring 5G and or the AI based vehicles running on the road. So they need 5G or 6G. So what is the target? Where the arm is and where are you? So the target was British conquered India, and where the Indian National Congress were participants or the representative from India. These two. And what was their initial? So they brought Indians to a level and thinking that they would take care of the India, but they were not in situation to take care of the India. Their strength was low. In that way, then partitioning of the India British started. So Mr. Curzon, he initiated Bengal partition at the end of 1800. So because he was knowing that Indian National Congress would not be able to do, and later they formed. So they bifurcated Indian National Congress to Muslim League. The Muslim League was given the charge of partition. So the bifurcation or partitioning of Pakistan around 1920 they started that also. Okay, Burma was anyway it was given independence around 1937 or 40. Okay, Sri Lanka also got independence around 1940. So 1947, the partitioning of India, it did not happen because of Indian national partitioning of India. It did not happen because of ill will of British. It happened because people in India, the representative who were ruling the India through Congress, they were not that capable. If they were capable, then when Britishers they so called if they changed the Britishers after that they would have united. Means India would have conquered Pakistan and Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Nepal, on Burma and Tibet, and then it would have ruled. Then India decreased only in the size. It became lesser, lesser, lesser. It lost kind of Haji Langar region in Jammu Kashmir, and then Gilgit Baltistan, Muzaffarabad area. So it lost one. So means this proved that the strength of Indian National Congress was not that much that it could rule. So partitioning was required. What is what is the solution now? Okay, so go and vote and see your future.